EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hey, 47. 46.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott looking deep for Elliott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
You know, He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 6-yard line.
And they work this out past the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
22 yards.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Here's the 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
Brandon McManus.
K.J. Hamler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And his kick is good.
The score, Broncos 14, Cowboys nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We got 4. We got 4. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, kill. 47.
Now Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Cowboys, nothing.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Elliott. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big...
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Cowboys nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Elliott.
Number 21.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Brandon McManus.
Jerry Jeudy with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away.
The kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard
So
line.
Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And Prescott his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That pick his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there. And now it's 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Or maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, a few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Here we go, let's bring it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This is Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
They'll take over.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. That's complete right around the 8. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long.
Goal.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 36.
10th carry now for Elliott. Fighting through, and he's got space. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
The kickoff for Dallas.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Broncos.
Now back to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
They'd give it up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Johnson. A gain of 12. And the Broncos.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert Okuebunam with touchdown number 7 on the year. And and now they're going to fake it.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side.
And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Brendan McManus.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
Well, I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Here we go. 47. Mike 50.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Hey. Go. Get out there. Here we go, 47.
On third down, it's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. The football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Cowboys. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Zerline good with a PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Watch the screen.
On first down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. They're going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Back at the 12-yard line.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a great return as he's up close to the 30-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right? Yeah. The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
At the 39-yard line.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants. Switch it, hey. Kill. We're going to 53.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception.
All you got to do is look
Picked up by Josh Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is Tony Pollard. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 78 yards. And the Cowboys claw one back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you've got to imagine the celebration is already well underway. Smiles on that sideline. Still a little. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos add on.
His kick is good.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We're going to 53. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Under. Screen. Watch the screen.
Prescott. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. So we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Shift. My game. Let's go, let's go. There we go, kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Prime time, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now McManus for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 85, Cowboys 21. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First down, Prescott. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Here we go. Check three.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Watch the safety creep. Here we go. Go to 54. Line. Gun. Here we go. 46.
Now Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Don't throw this way.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
47.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
On 3rd down, Elliott finds through, and now a crease. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Go, get out there, get out there. In the face.
They go to Elliott again. He's to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Denver.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st down, Denver.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Today's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, they've indeed run the table here on the regular.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, can't put $1, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. Use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.